All right, welcome back. You're still watching Morning Live here on SABC2 and SABC News Channel 404. Remember that we still have an outside broadcast in Reiger Park here in the Gauteng province. That's in Ekurhuleni. That's where Leanne is broadcasting from this morning. So we've actually requested that you send us some tweets on how the situation is at Reiger Park. We're looking at the socio-economic issues. So let's take a look at some tweets from people in Reiger Park. And please be aware that these tweets are the opinions of individuals and not that of the SABC. Okay, we're taking a look at those tweets. Roshendo sent us a tweet, hashtag Reiger Park, load shedding should fall. We need better leaders. That's Roshendo. Well, Simon Klapo says, wish you could also take a cleanse at Ramaphosa, as it is just a stone throw away from Reiger Park. Okay, we'll look at that, Sam. Zet says, enjoying the show. Okay, we are. Thank you very much, Zet. And Seth says, Reiger Park contractors to clean up the streets of Reiger Park, yet it is our streets that are still so dirty. All right. So those are some of the tweets coming in this morning. You can go to @MorningLive SABC and use hashtag Reiger Park. We'll be glancing at your tweets throughout the show here. Well, Leanne is still there. There you have the beautiful shots, and she is standing by, as you can see. A very, very good morning. Or should I say goeiemôre? Hoe lyk die goed at daai kant, Leanne?
Ja, ek dink dit is die taal om te praat wanneer jy hier in Reiger Park is, and that of course is where we've been broadcasting this entire morning. And you know, there's just one issue that I haven't actually touched on, and when you think about Reiger Park, and if we take our mind back just I think it was 2 years ago to possibly one of the most devastating stories in South Africa, and it happened right here in Reiger Park. And if I say the name Little Tigran Morris, I think you'll remember that story. I mean, it was a devastating story of a young little boy was dragged to his death after a robbery or a hijacking. His mother tried to save him, and it just was not to be the case. And the little boy was dragged by the car and unfortunately died. I mean, this is a very sad story that the whole of South Africa came to a standstill and felt for the family, felt for the community. And as you can imagine, in a small community like this, what it did, it rocked this place. So, you know, there's so many issues when we talk about some of the community issues. All right, there we go. Another plane coming across. Good to see our skies are so busy. That's, I suppose, a positive outcome of all of these flights. But, you know, just looking at the issues, and we've been trying to touch on some of them. And one that I did notice when I did a bit of a search over Twitter about Reiger Park, electricity seems to be coming out tops as one of those that they really, really are concerned about. There seems to be so much load shedding, even though we've been promised that there is no load shedding happening in South Africa anymore. But they like to attribute some of the electricity shortages to load shedding. So there we go. Now we talk about the crime, which is what little Tigran Morris unfortunately fell victim to. And we also talk about housing issues, electricity issues, and unemployment. But drugs. That's the one thing we've been addressing, and quite rampantly here on the program. Some of the community members feel that there is a lot of hope here in the community, and that there can be programs put in place to try and help the youth and try and alleviate the bad situation that they find themselves. But there are others that feel that all hope is gone. Take a look at this insert that we compiled about the problem and the abuse of drugs in Reiger Park.
Some residents who live in the Bosberg flats in Reiger Park say they feel like prisoners in their own homes due to drug abuse and crime.
Oh, the drugs is a groot probleem.
The drugs are a big problem. Our children are deteriorating because of the drugs. They are unemployed, so now they resort to theft and burglary and steal our TVs to sell for drugs.
Om geld te kry, ons maar inbreek en ons TV's steel en alles.
She says many young people resort to crime due to unemployment. The only thing they do is sit around and use drugs. Poverty is the biggest struggle for many residents who live in the Bosberg flats. We all struggle with the little we get. I'm a pensioner and cannot survive. If I pay my rent and go to the shops, I have nothing left. It's Christmas once a month.
One day Christmas at the
Zwangeke has been living in a shack for 15 years in Joe Slovo informal settlement on the outskirts of Reiger Park.
I've been living in Joslovo for quite a long time. It's the 15th year now, living in the shack. Yeah, without electricity, without water, without anything. We used to have one tap in the shacks, but at least now we've got 5 taps around, and we used to have no toilets in these shacks, but now we've got chemical toilets.
In the past 15 years, Zwei had to rebuild his shack thrice. He says winter is the worst season.
It's very bad. It's very bad, but anyway, we are trying all the best because we can prepare fires in the shacks, but those are the things that they caused our shacks to burn down some of the times. 2008, I lost my shack. 2009, I lost my shack. 2012, I also lost my shack. Not only me, even some of the other friends around me is the same.
By next winter, Zwei and his neighbors hope to be living in their new houses. Vania van der Heever for Morning Live in Joslovo Informal Settlement.